in device connectivity.
There are quite a lot of videos discussing the specs and features of this Logitech Zone Vibe 100. So in this video, I'll go through the other topics which I find interesting. Hi everyone, welcome to another Sky Perspective video. Let's start with this origami headphone stand. I love this type of amazing engineering. It's simple yet functional. For the last 3 weeks, I've been putting my Zone Vibe 100 on this headphone stand whenever I'm not using it. And this custom design stand fits the Zone Vibe 100 perfectly. It comes as part of the original packaging in the box. And look at this, 2 small compartments at the bottom for us to keep our USB-C cable and a carrying bag. Yes, the Logitech Zone Vibe 100 comes with this USB-C to C cable and this huge carrying bag. The carrying bag is pretty huge because the Zone Vibe 100 doesn't fold or twist in any way. And I'm not sure what this tiny pocket in the carrying bag is for. Let me know in the comments below if you know what this is for. The material of this carrying bag is made of nylon and it's fairly thin, so I don't expect it to protect the headset in any way. However, I've no problem putting the Zone Vibe 100 in here and throwing it into my backpack. Okay, let's talk about the Zone Vibe 100 headphone itself. It's a pretty decent headphone that I can recommend. I've been using it for more than 4 weeks already for my work. I use it on Zoom and Teams virtual meeting. It connects to 2 devices simultaneously and I can see which devices it's connected to in the Logitech Tune app. I'll cover more in depth of the app later in this video. While on the topic of Zoom and Teams meeting, I want to talk about the microphone. I like the discreet design of the microphone that folds away, which is really unique to this headphone. It automatically mutes the microphone when we lift up the microphone to its stowaway position. However, this muting of the microphone is not synchronized with the Zoom and Teams meeting apps. Meaning, even though the microphone is muted in its up position, Zoom and Teams do not detect that and will show we are not muted. Some of us may find this confusing, but I actually quite like this feature. I simply use the physical position of my microphone and I don't need to care about my Zoom and Teams mute buttons. The other thing about this microphone is the position. A lot of other videos say the position of the microphone is not close to our mouth. But I don't find it a problem because our voice is still picked up pretty well. Have a listen to this audio test where I've recorded it using the Zone Vibe 100 microphone. I'm recording my voice using Zoom recording function talking into my Logitech Zone Vibe 100 headset. There is someone watching cartoons and talking at my background. Did their noise get cancelled out by the microphone? And one more thing about the microphone is this tiny button, which many videos didn't talk about. This button also mutes the microphone, which I kind of find it unnecessary. Lifting up the microphone already mutes the mic. I don't see a need for this mute button. I don't know. What do you think? Comment down below if you have other thoughts. One thing I like about this Zone Vibe 100 is how light it is. Most headphones are over 200 grams, and this Zone Vibe 100 is only 180 grams. And that's about the weight of my Logitech mouse. And because of how lightweight it is, they don't need to add too much cushioning on the arch or the bridge of the headset. I can wear this headset for many hours without feeling any pain on top of my head. One thing I like and dislike at the same time are these huge ear cups. Because they are huge, they are deep, and for those of us who have Mickey Mouse ears that protrudes outwards, these ear cups should fit just fine. For me, the cups are not even touching my ears. However, because of its size of the ear cups, the headphone looks huge on my head. But I actually don't mind that because The headphone feels really light and comfortable. Speaking of comfort, it has the most comfortable ear cups I've ever used amongst all the headset I've used. I suspect it's because of the memory foam ear cups combined with the outer cloth material instead of fake leather. I can wear this headset for hours to have back-to-back meetings without any head fatigue. Like all headphones though, my ears do sweat a little bit, but there is no pain or aches or anything. On the topics of ear cups, these ear cups have good passive noise isolation, meaning without any electronics, the ear cups themselves is already blocking quite a lot of ambient noise. This is good because it does not have any active noise cancellation. And unfortunately, because of this passive seal of the ear cups, it creates an occlusion effect on our ears when we walk. Our steps create a thumping sound which can be annoying, but I'm okay with it. Luckily, I don't walk around when I'm using the headset. Even though there are no noise cancellation for the speakers, there is noise cancellation for the microphone, meaning your audience will hear your voice clearly without your background noise. The one feature I like about this Logitech Zone Vibe is the physical buttons. As most other headsets move towards touch controls, I'm glad this Logitech Zone Vibe still has physical buttons. In terms of the audio playback, the 40mm speakers are pretty impressive given its price. Don't expect high-end audio from them, but they are pretty decent. Decent enough for general movies, gaming, and music consumption. Some videos and comments say the audio is really bad, and I think I know why. When we connect this headset to the Bluetooth of our computer devices, there are two Bluetooth profiles. Have a look at this. I have my Logitech Vibe 100 connected to my Windows 10 computer. And look, there is this stereo profile for music audio and a headset hands-free profile for conversations on Zoom meetings and calls. If we use the headset hands-free profile to watch movies and listen to music, the audio will sound terrible. And if this is really an issue, we can switch the audio profile off on the app. So for example, for my laptop computer, I only use phone calls for Zoom and Teams meeting. And as for my S23 Ultra phone, I set it to audio music, calls, and notifications. Okay, now let's take a look at the Logitech Tune app for this Zone Vibe 100 headset. We have an equalizer function to choose between volume boost, podcast audio, bass boost, and custom. This side tone function is for us to adjust how much we want to hear our voice captured by the microphone and playing back on the speakers. Yes, we can hear ourselves basically. I find it really useful to know if my voice has been picked up by the microphone or not. You know, those times where we try to ask the audience in our meeting whether can they hear us. I pretty much know that my voice is getting picked up by the headset. We can also change the device name, set sleep settings, turn the voice prompt on and off, change language, disable auto mute when we flip up the microphone, and set the Bluetooth profile of the connected devices, which is where we are at just now. And in the settings, we can sign in to our Logitech account and go to their web support and feedback pages. There is one more thing I want to point out about this wire. A lot of videos say this wire is fragile and will break in time to come. No, I don't think this will happen. For the last 2 months of me using this headset, wearing it, adjusting it, packing it, and throwing it in my backpack, there is not a single time I'm touching these wires. So there is no chance of accidentally breaking the wire. In fact, I think this wire is very well designed and it has a nice retro look to it. Just like this Logitech Zone Vibe 100, I make videos on the tech gear I buy for myself on this Sky Perspective channel, so I can share my experience from the perspective of the actual user of the product. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to like this video so it can spread to more people. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.